Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news. This will be a free agency special edition. Deals are being made, a lot of stuff official. A lot of deals being made official, so let's get right into it here. So the first thing I want to get into, I'm going over the latest news and all the way through this morning where I missed, because I went to school. But source. Some breaking news here just coming in 5 minutes ago. Devin Singletary to the #Giants, per Jeremy Fowler, ESPN. They are going from Saquon Barkley to Devin Singletary. And that's not a knock on Devin Singletary. That's just me saying Saquon's better. Why did you just let Saquon go and go up there and just get, we're going to sell for Devin Singletary instead of maybe could go out there, maybe got an Aaron Jones, a Derrick Henry. And the Giants are kind of so damn bad. Saquon to Barkley. And the compensation update here, per Adam Schefter, the Giants are giving former Texans running back Devin Singletary a 3-year, $16.5 million deal worth up to $19.5 million per source. And let Saquon walk. And it's kind of too much money, don't you think, for Devin Singletary? I mean, maybe it's $5.5 million each year. But I mean, he was pretty solid for the Texans last year, but Saquon's definitely better than that. Some more Packers moves. Free agency safety, Xavier McKinney is signing a 4-year, $68 million deal, $17 million per year average, and with the Green Bay Packers. Agent David Muguleta, or how do you say his agent's name, confirmed the deal. This is the worst day ever if you're a Giants fan. I like this deal for the Packers to get a great 24-year-old safety in Xavier McKinney. I think the Giants probably wanted to bring him back, but I don't know if they could ever get a deal close. So the Packers give him a 4-year, $68 million deal. Giants front office is sleeping. But the Packers are low-key cooking this offseason. This free agency. Per My Sports Update, the #Texans are expected to sign its cornerback Jeff Okudah to a 1-year deal. I like this move because it's only a 1-year deal. It's kind of his quality of work hasn't been good so far, but it's a kind of a low risk, high reward with a 1-year deal. So Okudah and Stingley can be a good duo. And they're signing him to a 1-year deal worth up to $6 million max value. Kevin Conner and Robert Brown of Uni Sports MGMT confirmed the deal. So Jeff Okudah and Stingley can be a good cornerback duo, possibly. The Patriots and Florida wide receiver Devontae Parker, they are releasing him yesterday, or they are releasing him Wednesday, and he now has been given permission to talk to other teams per his agent Jimmy Gold. Patriots overhauling the wide receiver room is the smartest thing they could do. And we'll see what they do. The contract was awful last season. It's good to correct course. I don't know why they even got him for. They even re-signed him, I think, last year. But yeah, I guess they tried to trade him, but the trade never worked out. Free agent guard Robert Hunt plans to sign with the Carolina Panthers per source. This is a huge move for Carolina. Much needed help for Bryce Young. And one of the league's most consistent interior offensive linemen, he missed 7 games in 2023 due to a hamstring injury. He was, I believe, 6th in the PFF grade, 9th in run block, 10th in pass block. He had a really great season, entering his 5th season. Anything to protect Bryce Young's a must. But they're giving Robert Hunt a 5-year, $100 million deal that includes $63 million guaranteed. I mean, I guess you can say it's too much money for a guard. I mean, I don't know if a guard should be worth $100 million, but it's much needed help for Bryce Young. I guess it's like $20 million a year, but it's so huge for Bryce Young. He's lethal with a clean pocket, and I know it's $100 million, but Robert Hunt's a really great interior offensive lineman. They needed offensive line help bad. So, former Raiders free agent defensive tackle Blau Nichols reached an agreement on a 3-year, $21 million deal that includes $14.4 million guaranteed with Arizona Cardinals. Definitely fills in a need, which is, I think, is DT's solid pickup. And this is a solid first step towards fixing the issue, and the Cardinals need defensive tackle help. So, what the fuck's Kirk Cousins' deal? Kirk Cousins to Atlanta today, per at Mike McCartney 7. The Falcons are giving their new QB Kirk Cousins a 4-year deal. And the compensation update for that was Falcons are giving QB Kirk Cousins a 4-year, $180 million deal, including $100 million guaranteed per source. It's $45 million per average, or it's $45 million per average per year. I think it's a good move for the Falcons. I know people will be like, oh yes, this is an overpay, but Kirk Cousins was having truly an MVP season, one of his best years until he suffered that Achilles injury. He's shown he's a great quarterback the last few years. Probably the best QB option for the Atlanta Falcons at this point. That can get those receivers and tight ends, the football, excuse me, I'm about to say basketball. But I think it's a good move because I truly think he's an underrated quarterback and people just crap on him too much. But yeah, the Vikings quarterbacks currently under contract: Jaron Hall and Nick Mullins. And they all face. There's no way Justin Jefferson stays with this trash. They're gonna get JJ McCarthy. After reaching an agreement today with free agent running back Josh Jacobs, the Packers informed running back Aaron Jones that he is being released. Per source, he will now be a free agent, which is kind of shocking. So much for that people talk about the dynamic duo. But he was the heart and soul of that locker room, and kind of a shocking release. I know they went and got Josh Jacobs, kind of shocked with Aaron Jones' release. Hopefully my Dallas Cowboys maybe think about getting Aaron Jones. So former Dolphins linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel agreed to terms on a 2-year deal with the Vikings for $20 million, including $14 million guaranteed. The deal was confirmed by agents Drew Rosenhaus and Ryan Matha. They got to pay Tua, Waddle, Holland, and too many free agents on their team. Kind of just bad management. That's the only reason they couldn't because they still have to pay other big free agents or big guys in the future. But honestly, a solid move because he was a pretty great. He honestly had a good 2023 season, so a pretty underrated move by the Vikings here. At least to me. Former Packers guard John Runyon reached agreement on a 3-year deal with the New York Giants for $30 million, including $17 million guaranteed. At signing, the deal was confirmed by agents Drew Rosenhaus and Kyle Lincoln. I mean, he has experience, but he's I wouldn't say he's bad. He's just kind of just an average guard. Honestly, that's just my opinion, though. Former Giants running back Saquon Barkley reached agreement with the Philadelphia Eagles on a 3-year, $37.75 million contract that could be worth up to $46.75 million, includes $26 million fully guaranteed at signing, per sources. He now beats the franchise tag number and has a maximum average per year salary of $15.833 million, which will be the second highest for a running back in NFL history. They're going to get an all-star team just to lose again in the playoffs. And I'm kind of shocked here, really am. The Giants lose Barkley, we lose Tony Pollard, and the Eagles add Saquon Barkley. I mean, I guess it's a big move for the Eagles, but they're still losing the playoffs. But I would be I'd be really mad if I was a Giants fan with Mr. Saquon Barkley saying Giant for life. I would be very mad at Saquon Barkley, and if I was a Giants fan, I wouldn't be a fan of Saquon Barkley anymore. And going to a division rival is just insane. Like, I thought he'd go to the Texans or the Ravens. Just shocking. So it's a 3-year, $37.75 million deal that could be worth up to $46 million. So Jets free agent defensive end Bryce Huff is signing a 3-year, $51.1 million deal with the Philadelphia Eagles once free agency opens. Per sources, the deal will make Huff the highest paid non-QB undrafted free agent in NFL history. Just crazy how far he's come out. Undrafted free agent, and then now gets a 3-year, $51.1 million deal. And I think this is a W signing, because in 17 games he led them with 10 sacks, 21 QB hits, and 68 pressures. And I think he fits right in with Philadelphia's defense, honestly. And he didn't even start last year and put up those stats. So I think it's a really underrated, sneaky move for Philadelphia that not a lot of people will talk about, but I think it's a really great move in the grand scheme. And he had 10 sacks last year, while will allow the Eagles to continue entertaining trade offers for Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick. One of those two will probably get traded. So Seahawks free agent tight end Colby Parkinson intends to sign a 3-year, $22.5 million deal, including $15.5 million guaranteed with Los Angeles Rams per sources. I think he's a solid move. I don't think it's an overpay, honestly. I think it's a solid move because the Rams utilize their tight ends well. I think it's a great move for him. Seattle never used him or the other tight ends, and the Rams actually will. So I think it's a good move for the Rams. So compensation update: Jaguars signed Gabe Davis. They signed him to a 3-year, $39 million deal. That includes $11 million at signing. Kind of huge overpay for him. I don't think he's all that. The Titans are expected to sign free agent center Lloyd Cushenberry. Could be a big deal because he was clearly the top center. And he was great last year in the 17 games he played. That's a big help to their offensive line. One big piece of their offensive line so far this offseason. The Bills cornerback Cam Lewis is re-signing a 2-year, $4 million deal with the Buffalo Bills. Well, there's some defense. Former Dolphins defensive tackle Christian Wilkins is signing a 4-year, $110 million base value deal that includes $84.75 million guaranteed with the Raiders per his agent. Man, that's a huge loss for the Dolphins, but a big pickup for the Raiders having Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins on their offensive line. That's going to rack up for a lot of sacks next season. And the Broncos plan to sign safety Brandon Jones to a 3-year deal, per source. So, they signed Brandon Jones to a 3-year, $20 million deal. Man, really let go Justin Simmons for this dude. Never heard this guy in my life. The Bengals re-signed tight end Drew Sample to a 3-year contract extension through the 2026 season. And Pro Bowl left tackle David Bakhtiari announced that he is being released by the Green Bay Packers. I don't know why anybody's shocked by this, because he's kind of been injury prone the last few years, so. The Bears are giving DeAndre Swift a 3-year, $24 million deal, including $15.3 million guaranteed per his agent. So the Bears are making some good moves this offseason. And now possibly could get, and now the number 1 pick, possibly in K. Williams. They're building a good offense this offseason with this move. Former Texans pass rusher Jonathan Grenard is signing a 4-year, $76 million deal that includes $42 million guaranteed with the Vikings per his agents Drew Rosenhaus and Robert Bailey. I mean, kind of an I don't know if it's less than 20 a year for double-digit sack guys, great. So I think, I know it's a lot of money, it looks like, but I think it's a good deal. The Titans are expected to sign running back Tony Pollard per Aaron Wilson NFL. The compensation update, they're giving the former Cowboys running back my former Cowboys running back a 3-year, $24 million deal per source. I mean, hey, it's fine. Bring Derrick Henry or Aaron Jones here. Bills 3-time Pro Bowl left tackle Deion Dawkins is signing a 3-year, $60.5 million extension per sources. The deal is expected to make him the 4th highest paid tackle. He really trolled saying he was leaving and signed that 3-year, $60 million extension. Mario Davis reworked the 5 years deal that had no guarantees, replacing it with a 2-year, $17.25 million deal that includes $13 million guaranteed. I think it's a smart move for both. The Eagles are signing Landon Dickerson to a 4-year extension worth $87 million. The base value is $84 million, max value is $87 million, total guarantees $50 million, signing bonus is $20 million. I think it's a good move for the Eagles to bring back Landon Dickerson. The Bucs have agreed to terms with kicker Chase McLaughlin. T. Higgins has requested a trade per sources. I'm not really surprised because he's probably going to leave. The Bills tight end Dawson Knox has agreed to rework his contract that lessens his $14.4 million cap hit this year, so more needed cap space, some cap saving there. The Lions are re-signing guard Graham Glasnow to a 3-year, $20 million deal that includes $9.5 million guaranteed per source. Colts are signing linebacker Zaire Franklin to a 3-year, $31.26 million contract extension. The deal is confirmed by Zaire's Drew Rosenhaus and Kyle Lincoln. I think it's a steal. I felt the Colts are on the come up. And last night, the Russell Wilson, the Pittsburgh Steelers, agreed on a 1-year contract. So Russell Wilson to the Steelers. So I'll do another NFL news. Got 3 conference championship games, 2 WCC tournament games. So this will be my first NFL news. I'll probably do another one later if there's more free agency news. But it's all the same. Next, make a lot. Peace.